We are the happy team at Hawthorn, and now we watch the Freo Gold Coast game. Let's go. So I see Gold Coast already hit 3 behinds. Can't afford to be choking like that, mate, if you want to win this game. How can I be late? I'm fashionably late, mate. I've not missed a single goal. I just missed the Gold Coast choking shots. 70 minutes on the clock, you know, basically the entire game, you know. Mark for Freo. Flip's sake. I'm actually very hungry, but there's no food at home. There's only 4 ice lollies. Go Freo. They lead by 3. That was clever. Oh, unlucky bounce. Yeah, high tackle. Freo turning up, playing well at the moment. Gold Coast panicking a bit. Come on, Suns, kick a goal and see if there's a single cheer. They got to get that goal early, mate, because they might be far behind by the time they kick one. The way the games currently have happening. How were the Gold Coast behind? Were they like really bad? Were they like bad misses or touched or what was going on? Excuse me. Mac Andrew, bro. Panicked a bit. Hello, Mr. Pie. Mr. Hawk says hello. If Freo win, I'm 3 out of 4 on tips, which I'll definitely take. Considering I tipped 3 away teams, but one did lose. Free kick Gold Coast. Those sums will have to be paid off. That reminds me, I don't think anyone remembers it, but at the at the 2010 World Cup, North Korea qualified, and North Korea paid Chinese actors to be their fans at the World Cup in South Africa in 2010. You just reminded me of that for some reason from that Gold Coast paid fans comment. Suns get a mark inside 50. Here we go. Ben Long kicks it long and straight. Suns ahead. have it. If the Suns win for the semi-final together, as the teams are both from the same state, to calculation 50-50, scores the try. Funny way to describe that behind. Could be all over. Let's relax there a little bit. There's still 3.5 quarters to go, mate. Yeah, to be fair, if they have hit a few behind so far. I'm sure there's enough tourists in Gold Coast. Just pay some of them to go to the game. Provide the transportation. Anytime either team gets possession, there's a constant pressure. This could be a very crazy game. Death taxes must score the game within the first 10 minutes. In fairness, their behinds are what's winning the game right now. Behind. That was a good run. But Gold Coast couldn't quite get a goal there. Freo bribed those umps. So far we've had the umpires blamed for decisions against both teams. There's reviewing it to see if it touched the behind post. Umpire's call. I thought that was a clear behind. Can't be worse than the rain of free kicks last night. That was so funny. See the umpire ducking to avoid the ball there. I love how he handballed it straight in the umpire's direction. I guess, I mean, obviously he had to because that's where his teammate was, but that was funny. Do AFL games have this thing where the ball can hit the umpire? Just curious, because obviously I ain't played an AFL game in ages. It's been a thing on FIFA, obviously, but I ain't played that in years either. Very good play from Freo there. Very good play from Freo there. Behind. They just sort of scores. They just show the scores per inside 50 statistic. Obviously, Gold Coast very high, but five of those scores are behinds. I guess maybe not all those scores from inside 50s, but still. You can dominate the scores from statistic, but you got to make those scores the high scores. Big tackle, that one. Considering how low scoring it is, it seems to be very fast paced. Like either team could attack at any point. What did you expect from a game involving Freo? Shy Bolton kicked 27-28 this season. Can he make it 28-28? No, he can't. It's not even going to be a score. You just got an ad. Must be a Freo fan thing. Those Western Australian Freo fans, you know, they keep getting these ads. It's that Perth Wi-Fi. Could Freo have used the ball anymore? Yeah, yeah. They also seem to be overthinking things quite a lot as well. Need to play simple. There you go. That's simple. Nice mark inside 50. Both teams have that Richmond Tigers influence. The flag-winning Tigers. What was that? So Free having the same issues as Gold Coast. They can get inside 50s. They can attack. They just can't kick straight. It's a shame because this game's quite fast-paced. Like both teams are attacking. It's very back and forth. It's just lacking the goals. and both teams need composure. Like, can you see either of these teams beating Adelaide away? Not Adelaide, sorry, beating Brisbane away, even without Lockie Neal? Because I'm not sure. And even if they could they flip and get past Collingwood at the MCG? I know they Freo did regular season, but in the finals, I don't know, mate. Cockers sort of be at home. Kind of. Yeah, same state, still a bit of a distance. But the last time they played at the Gabba, it didn't go well for them, did it? And I don't think Brisbane were in good form that time either. You think Essendon could beat them? My days. Essendon. You were robbed in 2013. Yeah, of course you were, mate. You were robbed in 2013. My days. More like you choked in 2013. Well, you robbed in 2015 as well. Bit of surreal magic. Gold Coast fashion a few weeks ago. Yeah, wasn't that in Gold Coast though? But I'm saying, like, based on this game, can you see either team winning it together? Or even against Collingwood at the MCG? Can you see either team doing it in finals from watching this first quarter? Obviously, they could both elevate in the rest of the game. That could happen. But based on this first quarter so far, can you see either team getting past week 2? Because I'm not sure I can see it. We could have the first, not the first. I was going to say the first blowout of the finals, but that happened yesterday. Well, it might be close. I remember Tommy Sheridan dropping number. Maybe I could describe it to meme number. There we go. This should be a goal. Frederick.
What's the? Are you okay? He's right in front of it. He's got a free run at goal, and he kicks it wide. This is match fixing, bro. He bet on his own. He bet on Freo to lose. That's why he missed. I can't believe my eyes. What was that?
Is that the miss of the final so far? Is that the miss of the final so far? My days. Intervision intent. Why was that? What? I thought it'd just be a boundary throw. Okay. It shouldn't lead to a Gold Coast goal because they're in their own 50, but that's an interesting decision against Freo. advantage to Gold Coast after. Ooh, he slipped there. Oh, is that a free to Gold Coast? Yeah, it is. If Gold Coast get a kick from this, they got three free kicks in a row that were all like a little bit controversial at least. I don't know about the second one. I need to rewatch that. But the boundary, I think it should have been a boundary throw. This actually, to be fair, based on the replay, you can see why that's a free. Still, that came from that boundary free kick. The insufficient intent at the other side of the field. 41 seconds left. Clock ticking down. Ben King has got the chance to make it a 9-point lead. Behind. 8 behinds total today. 6 of those to Gold Coast. Most accurate player in the comp from a set shot. Yeah, it's that finals pressure. Siren's gonna sound. It doesn't feel like Saturday, you know. But I think that's just me personally because my week's always so muddled up. Have Essendon been relevant 20 plus years, other than, you know, Stephen Tank? They've been relevant for not winning a final in 20 years. No, that's relevant. I feel like Essendon should just play Anzac Day and just go home. Everywhere around forfeit the game. What happens if you forfeit a game in AFL? Obviously, the other team's given a win, but like, what do they give to the other team specifically? Because like in our football, it's a 3-0 loss if you forfeit. Does AFL have something like that? Like, do they give you like a margin of win, or just give you the win? Like, how does that affect your percentage if your opponent forfeits? If you forfeit a game in an AFL video game, it's a 10-goal loss. SMS Roman for getting disqualified in 2013 from the finals. I feel like finals are much more enjoyable to watch after each side says they win. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Nobody's talking about the dogs are actually close. I still think about how they hit over 95 points 18 times and still didn't make it. I still think about that. Is there some sort of record behind that? Because it's not been mentioned anywhere, but they did lose some of those games. That has to be pointed out. Like the Geelong game, they got a lot of points in that Geelong game. They still lost, but it's still quite funny. That basically says that they can't defend. That's basically what that says. We know they're flat track bullies, indeed. In the 70s, every match was like 150 to 170. Ah, okay. So, yeah. Actually, yeah, to be fair, I used to watch compilations of games like that. Those Gary Ablett compilations, oh, that guy was insane. Both of them. I was talking about the senior, but they're both insane. Casper did a lot in 07. Yeah, maybe. But to be fair, Essendon actually went all the way, won the flag. Bulldogs just didn't make it at all. To do it that many times and not make it, I feel like that's. I don't know if it could be a record, but it might be. I don't know who tracks that sort of thing, though. That's like a very obscure statistic to track. To score that many points in 18 games in a lot of games and not make the 8. What if we had a bottom 4 final series and the winner gets draft picks? Just a random suggestion for you. You're playing for draft picks. Wonder how the Dogs go next season. Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see how they go next season. Because they messed up the season really badly. They surprised me. I was so worried they'd take our place in the 8 and they didn't. Goal for Gold Coast. They started this quarter fast, like they started the first quarter, but this time they started with a goal and not 3 behinds. Like the Belgian Pro League. What, did they do that? I had no idea. I just think it'd be really funny if we had a bottom 4 tournament. I think it'd be really funny to watch the clown show. Give a team like the Eagles opportunity to win another game. but they play away because they finished last. It was a very good goal as well. Maybe they should just kick like that. When players face the goal in this game, they miss. He kicked it looking the other way. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the secret. Yeah, true, Mars. But just considering how they attacked this season, they were very strong attacking wise this season. Their percentage was insane. I was just surprised they actually didn't make it, but yeah. But to be fair, all they had to do was beat Freo at home, and they didn't. So that's on them. That's literally on them. What's the best quality stadium? Ooh, I mean, my favorite one is the MCG, of course. But quality-wise, it's definitely between the two you mentioned, Optus and Adelaide Oval. Like, I'd probably rank it MCG, Adelaide Oval, Optus. But if you're talking about quality, Optus is very clean. Optus is like a smaller MCG and cleaner. It's like a modern MCG basically, but smaller. Um, Adelaide Oval's so unique. I like the way it looks. So I don't know. Maybe I'd give it Optus. Maybe give it Optus. I was kind of swaying towards the Oval because it's got a lot more history behind it, of course, and it's just so unique. It's just being in there. It's just like it's got a different vibe to it. Maybe I should try Gold Coast Stadium next year as well, but I don't think I can actually see a game. They don't do tours, do they? It's built within 10 years, that's a factor. Yeah, indeed. There's a goal. Goal for Gold Coast. Sorry, Prio, sorry. I knew it was Prio and I just said Gold Coast, right? Jai Amos has not missed. That's crazy. He saw they were 10 points down to Gold Coast at home and he thought, I can't miss this one. I like the Gabba too, but I like the Gabba mainly because of the atmosphere. And the stadium is quite unique, but I wouldn't... it's just not on the level of the three stadiums I mentioned. And then what else have I done? Utah's. Utah's would be obviously below those. And then there's Marvel. I completely forgot Marvel. I liked Marvel. My main issue was the fact that it was like constantly like roof closed. Wasn't a huge fan of that because it like you're in a big stadium and it feels like you're in an arena. Another one for Freo. They lead. They've woken up now. They've woken up now. Is that all the stadiums I've done? MCG, Oval, Gabba, Utah's, Marvel. Yeah, I think that's it. No. Norwood Oval, obviously. I did that twice. Norwood Oval. Didn't do Barossa, but that's because it was too far away. But 7 out of 9 games in a round was insane. Ah, Giant. I forgot Giant Stadium, for flip's sake. I have been inside the SCG as well, but obviously not a game. But that was a nice stadium. I might need to do a ranking next year after I visit the rest of the stadiums I want to visit. Humphrey Mark should be a goal for Gold Coast, yeah? Because obviously next year I want to go to Australia in May to see a Gold Coast game in Darwin. I want to visit Darwin, but I want to do it on a week where Gold Coast are playing, so then I get 2-in-1. Obviously I'm mainly going to Darwin to see crocodiles and a few national parks to visit, but it'll be perfect to fit a Gold Coast game in there. Then I'd want to travel to Gold Coast. But I don't know if, unless they do tours, because it's probably going to be midweek when I go there. Because I want to then go to the SCG for the weekend. Need the fixtures to line up. It'd be so funny if Sydney are playing away the week after Gold Coast play both times. Then it's just like, now what? Could go the week before, to be fair, if Sydney are at home. They couldn't play 3 away games in a row, could they? Maybe it'll be Gold Coast v Hawthorn. Gold Coast v Hawthorn, yeah? Can you imagine that grand final? That'd be insane. What was it shut up Ethan for? Well, because he said good job. Well, Milan was stressed. 34 points, mate. A long time to go. Will I get to the Gabba again before it's demolished? Nah, probably not. After my eventual Antarctica trip, my next trip to Australia will probably be to see the new Brisbane Stadium, of course, but also Tasmanian Devils. Go to Hobart. I've not explored Hobart either. There's a few things there to see. Yeah, I heard, yes. There will be a Tasmanian team in the VFL. Oh, he's missed the mark. Gold Coast survive a Freo attack. Gold Coast early winning because of the huge amount of behinds, but they need a huge amount of goals now. Here come the Suns. Inside 50. Will there be a mark? There will not, but the boys lose. Soccer it. Go Suns. Go Suns. Back to 10 points. That's why you don't jump on stream and can't go play. I understand, mate. I understand. I was stressed out earlier. Some of you know already because you're in the Discord, but when Hawthorn were chucking the lead to the Giants, I thought it was Q4. I was still half asleep. I woke up, I'm just like, oh, it's the last quarter. Let me catch the last quarter. I thought it was Q4. We were dropping a lead. I thought, oh no, 4 minutes left. They got to score 4 goals. And then Mas McGee said in the chat, you know it's Q3, right? Then I checked the scoreboard. I'm just like, and then my mood just changed completely. That increased my stress that I would have had already. In the second quarter, they've both been accurate. 2 goals straight for Freo, 3 goals straight for Gold Coast. All of the misses were in the first quarter, sorry. I mean, that's still accurate, first half, all the misses, because we've only played the first half. Voss gets a big mark. Is it a big mark for Mas McGee, who's got a bet? Straight from the bounce as well, you know. When you have a big moment, take a 10-point lead. If you concede straight after, then that does something to your confidence. Voss gets the goal. 3 goals a pair, 3 goals apiece. No behinds. Do 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 do. I don't think they'll beat Collingwood. In regular season, for sure. Both these teams beat Collingwood regular season. Obviously, Gold Coast were at home when it happened. Freo did it away. Obviously, the away part's the key component there. But finals pressure is different, and just Collingwood just used to it. Collingwood know what they're doing when it comes to finals. They do panic sometimes. It happens. You know, they had a few moments against Crows where it was going a bit wrong, but they know how to manage, and they know how to hang in there as well when it's not going well. It's hard to see either of these two teams beating Collingwood. Brisbane can if they turn on their finals from last year. But these two teams, I don't know. Not in finals. Do we think Early Lions can beat Collingwood? In my opinion, out of the 3 teams that could beat Collingwood, Early Brisbane can do it. In my opinion. If Freo or Gold Coast go to the prelim and beat Collingwood, then I'll hold my hands up. I'll do some sort of forfeit. I don't know what the forfeit would be. But there's no way that's happening. They might make a prelim, it's possible. I think Brisbane are vulnerable, you know. But if either of these two teams beats Brisbane and beats Collingwood, fair enough. Struggle against the Cats, but it would be tough, but the Lions would be a good challenge. Yep. Indeed. Yeah, Collingwood Geelong tends to be like a really good game, isn't it? Do those two have bad games? They probably have, but the games I remember them playing each other is normally quite close. Still, that's not the grand final I want. I'd rather at least one of them loses. I can't see them both losing though. When was the last time that happened? The team with a Baron into the prelim, has it happened where they both lose? Has that ever happened? 50 metres to Rioli. Protected area? I don't know. The umpires messed up when Number and Mask are questioning a umpire decision together. When they're both on the same side of it, something's wrong. Happened in 2016. Okay, so that was the last time. That was the first year they had the pre-finals bye. Okay. Interesting. Been a while then. First of all, Gold Coast didn't smash Collingwood. Collingwood almost came back, and Gold Coast won by less than 2 goals. Second, that's regular season. Finals is completely different. We used to watch Geelong finish first and then go out in straight sets. Adelaide finished first this year. They looked hopeless on Thursday. Finals is like a completely different thing. I'm talking about in finals context. Gold Coast beating Collingwood is a lot less likely. Same with Freo as well. Big advantage, no mark for Freo. Free kick to Freo, okay. He's played it, paid it. Just called play on. They could have called play on, yeah. Murphy Reid has kicked 24-17 this season. See how many toilet breaks I got this to stream. I'm so hungry though. Flip's sake. Need to get something to eat straight after the stream. Big goal for Murphy Reid. That's the softest free kick you ever seen in the last 60 seconds. Was that the same sentence or was that separate? Yeah, it wasn't a free. But the fact is, Freo lead. I guess that balances out the Gold Coast one in the first quarter. One that was paid for a similar offence. So obviously won't be confirmed, but do we have an idea which prelim is Friday, which prelim is Saturday? It doesn't really make a difference to me anyway, because I'll be able to watch both. $50 to Freo. One 50-metre penalty each. Still at the halfway point, so
Free kick to Gold Coast. Free kick to Gold Coast for a push at the other side. Cam Rayner flashbacks. Huge spoil behind for Gold Coast. Geelong on Friday, Collingwood Saturday twilight. Is that a prediction or a spoiler? Paul Heyman reference. Clark is still down. I think he'll be alright, but he might have to get checked. Spoiler. It's not confirmed, it's complicated. Interesting. Oh yeah, I also appreciate the fact that the finals has gone around the stadiums. Like all the big stadiums except the SCG. When you consider that from the prelims onwards it's only MCG. The fact that we've covered Optus, Giant Stadium, Allied Oval. We're going to cover the Gabba next week. The fact that they're all covered is great. All the major ones except the SCG, but you know, that's on Sydney. Oh my days. Free kick to Gold Coast. The fact the score's only 32-32 with 7:28 left in Q2. It's just crazy. Contested marks 3-1 in favour of Gold Coast. That's all there's been. Was that this quarter? Freo clear it. Holding the ball. What was that last 10 seconds? No idea, Ben. This game is chaotic. It may not need goals to be chaotic. It just needs the umpires to get involved. Oh, big goal. Big goal. Gold Coast. Gold Coast. 5 goals apiece now. So I just got a text. Good thing happened during the goal. Completely forgot to. It doesn't matter too much, but I need to get my phone charged. Well, we've never seen finals Gold Coast play, so it's the unpredictability. Welcome, AFL legend. Straight from the bounce, almost a Freo mark. My favorite umpires are just the goal umpires because they make the least errors, but they still make errors. Adelaide fans will know. But also, that's also down to the score review if you don't see it. So. At least the goal umpires have got the score review system excuse. Yes, I got it wrong, but the score review should have seen it. You see? Here come the Suns again. But the Suns are alive, you know. They look confident. Soccer it. Gold Coast. That was a bit dodgy the way they played that, but it worked. In my head, I was just like, shoot. Okay, you shoot. And they just didn't shoot, but it fell to the right guy anyway. What you miss about old umpires, they could actually bounce the ball. David Redden, the GOAT. Yes, I agree. David Redden, what a guy. Always with that big smile. Yeah, my favourite umpire is any goal umpire, but definitely rate it David Redden. He's number one. Big fan of that guy. Okay, big free for Fremantle. Free kick Mantle versus Gold Coast. Big matchup. There's still a long way to go, Ethan. There's still half a game plus 4 minutes. The lead's only 2 goals. Mark. Play on. He did play on. He slipped, but it's fine. Ethan Reed. No mark. It's good defending there. Humphrey. They lead by 3. The sun has come out. It's shining over the dock. The boat of Fremantle is about to sink. See, I just made someone a headline. How long is the break for? I was just like, oh, meme numbers comments are deleted. Which mod did that? That was Ben. Ben was stepping in. Defensive mark for Freo. Only for 5 minutes, okay. So he'll be back for a second half. If Gold Coast win their first ever finals game, that is one for the history books. Aside from the first season ever, how often do teams win their first ever finals game? You have to go back a long way, to be fair, because a lot of teams have been around a while. Did the Giants do well in the first finals game? Behind for Gold Coast, it could have been a goal. This second quarter has been entertaining, much better than the first. You work tomorrow. You should watch the half. Fair enough, mate. Appreciate you hanging out here. I'm sure me member is relieved that you can't suspend him again. But yeah, you have a good week too, mate. Have a good day at work. The Giants win their first ever finals game. Okay, so that'll be the last time it happened. You have to go a long way in history to find most of the clubs. I guess Freo and West Coast, you have to go that far back. Maybe a few decades. West Coast back to the 90s. Crows as well. And Port. Oh, here we go. 4 in a row. 28 seconds on the clock. Still time for a goal, but my days. Whatever the result in the end, Ben's going to wake up and check. I feel like you might be surprised regardless of what happens. But just know you went to bed at this margin. Well, actually it might not be this margin because there's enough time for another goal. If the Suns hadn't missed their shots at the start of the game, who knows what the margin could be right now. Freo fans have gone quiet. This halftime team talk is going to be crazy. The first time I've seen Hardwick today is like the first time they showed him on camera. Obviously, Damien knows finals very well. He did have a much better team previously, but still, if the Gold Coast do win this game, then obviously a lot of credit's got to go down to his coaching. Obviously, the team has a lot of quality in it as well. But Gold Coast obviously have not been able to actually get in the 8 despite having a decent team for a few years now. The siren sounds, but Freo have a kick. It's from a long, long distance. Just get like 2 players on the line. He's not making the height, I don't think. He might make the distance. I don't think he's getting it from that distance. He's not putting it above people's heads. Just stack the line. Josh Tracy, 42-18 this season. Yeah, it's not even a score. It was a good kick though. that, that was a very good kick. A bit closer, that could have been crazy. But yeah, there we go. I'm not taking a shower, but I will be right back. uh, not going anywhere for too long, obviously. I've already showered this time. But thanks for watching, Ben, and I'll see the rest of you for the second half. I'm sure Mima will return before I do.
Don't worry, guys. I've been watching. It was 1950 on the clock when I started watching. Just had to sort something out on my computer. I've come back down with lemonade lollies, 2 of them, because that's the only edible thing in this home apart from some avocados, and I don't like avocados. No, I did see the goal, guys. Don't worry. I thought they messed it up when Frederick couldn't get the mark, but good goal in the end. That's our freedom to start the half. Let's go. I've got 2, so I might just bite into this one because I want to have the other one. Otherwise, the other one, I'm worried the other one's gonna melt. Knowing the misses we've seen today, probably the latter. Gold Coast. The response straight away. Ethan's a Daniel Bryan fan. Only Ben will get that joke and he's asleep. For flip's sake. That stadium is not full. See that sky view of the stadium. Looks like the number has Rage quit the stream. Yeah, he said like one thing in the last hour or something. What's going on? Gold Coast have never beaten Fremantle up to stadium. The Hawks showed that doesn't always mean everything. We never won at NG Stadium before today. Hello, Don Jans, how you doing? Welcome. Because they won a final, yeah, they got to play one first, to be fair.
I don't think his name is Don. Maybe his name is Darnell. That's a name. Could be Darren. Could be Darren. Could be D'Ambrosio. No, it won't. that wouldn't work. Give me a sec. I'm literally still here. My green screen is up and the bin is behind the green screen. Give me a sec. Oh, here they come. Mac Andrew, touch behind. He saves Gold Coast there. Okay. If he was eating a Maxibon. I have not had a Maxibon in ages, you know. It's been a long time. It feels like a throwback to me. How did I get the name Darnell? I just guessed. Because I know the name Darnell because there was a subscriber I used to have called Darnell. He used to comment all the time. I'll be right back again and go put this wrapper in the bin. So, as soon as you said it's a nickname, I just thought, oh, maybe his name is Darnell. Is that a goal for Freo? No, it's not. It's a behind. Unlucky, mate. Alright, now it's all in the bin. Well, apart from this wooden stick, I gotta put in the bin later. Inside 50's third quarter, 5-3. Disposals third quarter, 20-25. Gold Coast to 25. 35 minutes into this quarter. This scoreboard's definitely growing on me. It's a nice way to show the stats at the end of the scoreboard. But I definitely thought it was too long in round one. Inside 50's third quarter, 6-3 in favor of Freo. Time in forward half, 58% Freo, 42% Gold Coast. The scores, 1 goal each, Freo 2 behinds. I'm just reading off the stats on Fox. Ooh. Behind. Oh, that's behind post. Could have touched it behind there, mate. I find it weird how a lemonade lolly doesn't taste like lemonade. Just a thought. I should have bought an orange one as well. These are like from an ice cream van. Every ice cream van I see does the Lotus Biscoff ice cream, and it's just the best thing ever. Whenever McDonald's take it off the menu as a McFlurry, I'm just like, how dare you? That's the best McFlurry you ever done. But the ice cream vans have got you. They're like, we've got the Biscoff ice cream, don't worry, mate. There needs to be more biscuit hybrids of ice cream. Especially McFlurries. You're at this game? You're at the game, wow. Who'd you support, Don Yards? Free kick Frio. Does Graz go to games? I'm just curious. Docker's Lover definitely does. He's got like a proper membership. He goes like all the time. So he'll definitely be at the stadium right now. I wonder if Graz goes to games. Western Bulldogs. Oh, that's pretty cool. There are some Freo fans in Perth that have not turned up to this one. Voss gets a free. That's a pretty soft free kick, no? Is that what the free kick is for? That's not a free. Mino would definitely say that was a free kick. He would definitely say, oh, that was a free kick, mate. What do you mean? There might be more Gold Coast flags than fans in that cheer squad. Yeah, we had a great win. Some of it fell off. It's going to turn into water now. Where on earth is it? Where on earth flipping heck? I caught some of it in my hand and then I got to put the rest of it in the bin. Unless it's probably melted already. It's probably water by now. Ah well, let's let it melt into the ground. Big Mark. I found it. Gotta chuck it in the bin somehow. Gotta wait for this kick to go though. Whether it's a goal or behind, we'll find out right now. What was that? That was awful. Right, give me a sec. I need to clear up this mess. My days.
How dodgy is that?
Sorry about that. Actually, wait. That green screen's not. Big mark for King.
This for a 30-point lead indeed. Behind. That was a terrible kick. If they lose this game, it's misses like that that they'll look back on. In the Frio chair squad. That's cool. Given straight back to Gold Coast. I don't know what Frio are doing now. What if I've been? If I've been on to Switzerland? No, I've never. I've been once. I've been once. Went there for like a day with family a while ago. One of the worst holidays I've ever been on. But it's me, my mum, my aunt, and my cousin. We went to see relatives in Germany, and the plan was to like go around Europe, just driving around Europe in like a nice 7-seater minivan. In principle, it was a fun idea. I like the idea of traveling between countries, but we got to Paris, and I was like, "Can we go up the Eiffel Tower?" And he's just like, "No, we've got to be up at 6 a.m. to go to Eiffel Tower." I'm just like, "Why are we in Paris then?" We stayed the night in Paris, did a bit walking around in the morning, and then left. Went straight to Switzerland. Oh, touch behind. Gold Coast almost 31 points ahead. This is when I was a teenager. I think I was in secondary school. We were like 13, 14. I can't remember. So we didn't do much in Paris. We went to Switzerland. I think we went to Bern. I don't know. Went to one of the cities.
went to Switzerland. We walked around at night, explored a bit, just the city mainly. Didn't go anywhere. Obviously, we stayed in hotels. Then we left Switzerland. So like that was me in Switzerland. I just stayed a night and a little bit of exploring, which I don't remember much of. So that was bloody awful. Then we went to Belgium, but we didn't stay in Belgium. We just drove through it and just stopped a couple of places. And then we went back to Germany. That's probably the most exploring we did is probably in Germany. Went to like this big cathedral in Cologne. It was quite nice. There's another country I missed. I can't remember. And we went to Rotterdam in the Netherlands for a day. That was a day trip because it was literally like right next to us. I remember I went on a massive ferry, right? And there was a PS2 on it. So I played PS2 on the ferry in the Netherlands. Overall, an awful holiday. There was a point when my cousin got car sick and he just threw up. And he was in a seat in front of me, but he threw up so much it went through the seat onto my feet at the back. I'm just like, oh, for flip's sake. Just an awful holiday all around. Definitely like going to Paris on day one and not seeing the Eiffel Tower was the worst. That set the tone for the entire holiday. I was just like, we chose the wrong relatives to hang out with. if this was the plan they had for us. Here we go. Isaiah Dudley. Goal Frio. You see, Gold Coast could have been 5 goals clear. But now Frio have a sniff. That'd be embarrassing if I, who has spent exactly 12 days outside of Victoria in your life, spend a night in a country in Europe before me. Not really. Europe. I've not been to every country in Europe. So if you went to Greece, Turkey, anywhere in Eastern Europe, I've clearly not been. So. I just remember when I went to Italy 4 times in 1 year, 3 years ago. That was fun. Yeah, but the thing is, when I went to Berlin for a day, I actually explored. We went to Paris, did nothing, then left for Switzerland, did nothing there, then left. And then we drove through Belgium. We didn't even see Belgium. There was a 6th country, I think. I can't remember what it was. Because there's Germany and the Netherlands, but there was one more. Or, unless it was 5. It might have been actually 5. Yeah, it might have been 5, actually. So look, Meme Number's now back now that they're within 20 points. It was very silent when they were 25 points down. London, Switzerland, Iceland, Istanbul, Amsterdam, Paris, Italy. Maybe tack on Egypt. Definitely worth seeing the pyramids. I'll tell you what though, Egypt was the one country where I felt a bit unsafe. Just people aggressively trying to get you to buy their stuff on the streets or in shops. And when you say you don't want to buy anything, they just look at you with some angry look. Another mark. You have 22 weeks of annual leave. How? How'd you get that much? I got 28 days. Well, that doesn't include days off, so it would be longer than that. 28 days is like, if you count days off, it's like 5.5 weeks, I think. Yeah, 5.5 weeks.
Another goal for Freo. This is going to be a very good last quarter. A very good last quarter. I need the toilet. I probably should have gone as soon as he got the goal. Be right back. Bloody hell, what was that kick? Clearly missed Gold Coast have a shot straight from the bounce. And it is a behind. "13 behinds for Gold Coast. Freo's biggest ever comeback from three-quarter time is only 18 points. So you're telling me they can still do it then? Brilliant smother that. Here come Gold Coast. Ooh. Why did he turn? He should have just shot. Why did he turn? Just shoot. Just give him back straight back to Freo. He's dropped the mark. Ooh. Not now! You couldn't call 20 seconds later. Wait, what? What's the... Ethan's gone very deep with assaulting his meme number. What's going on? I'm not sure it's that deep. Oh, for flip's sake. Why are you giving it straight back to Freo? So wrong mark. He's too far out. A torpedo from this guy. God help him. Can Sarong kick it long? No, he can't. There's three-quarter time. Let me get on the phone.
Alright. So basically, the idea of Gold Coast winning their first ever final is kind of exciting. I do like Freo more than Gold Coast, yes. But like, I'm not completely annoyed if Gold Coast win. So that's why the fact that they're so close, it's 15 points though. The fact that they're so close, it would be cool to see them hold on. But, you know, they should have been further ahead, and that's their own fault. A lot of misses in the first half. In the second half, there was a point where there could have been 31 points clear, and it didn't happen. And then Freo scored a goal almost straight away. It's moments like that could change everything. That Yui advert is fun. I should have used one of these breaks to share my uploads out. Can't do it in 122. I don't think there's many uploads anyway. There's nothing on main channel. Let's see. I love how Ravino said, I don't know, man, Brisbane Gold Coast does sound thrilling. It does not sound thrilling. It might be better than Brisbane Fremantle. Oh, just one video to share, okay. Freo have won 5 times this season while trailing 3/4 time. That is a big statistic. They need to channel their Western Bulldogs comeback form. Obviously only 2 goals, but for Freo that's a lot. Gold Coast almost getting a mark there. They're on the attack straight from the bounce. Ooh, kick it. Go! Now that's how you start a quarter. That's how you start a quarter. That is something.
Gold Coast have never won here at Optus against Fremantle. Ooh. Why is he even telling me to go away? What's going on? Ooh, meme number claps back. He tells Ethan to shut up. It doesn't snow all the time in Switzerland. Just go in the summer and avoid the mountains. I kind of want to see that though. Like, I've seen videos of like trains go through the mountains in Switzerland. That'd be really cool. I'm just not into like skiing and stuff. Shy Bolton gets a goal. They need these goals early, and there's one. Does drugs? Did he do drugs right now? There's a crazy accusation there. It's funny how he looks like he's saying it to Ravino. Oh, is it poor Elliot to do drugs now? Not Essendon. Ooh, missed mark. Gold Coast managed to escape. Advantage from the free. Rioli, what was that? High contact. That was unlucky. He slipped into it, that one. But I can see why they gave a high there, but a bit harsh. That might have been a mark, you know. Not paid. Has he got him? He got a handball away. But Bolton gets a free. He did hold on to it for a while, but he did dispose of it.
9 for Bolton. What was that? Oh, he dropped the mark. Just a comedy of errors for both teams. A terrible kick to a Freo player, but he misses the mark anyway. What is first crack? It's being advertised constantly during this game. Bolton doesn't get the mark. Hardwick is stressing. Some radio show King Corns is on. Oh, okay. Me member says he reported 69. Why? Report him for what? What's he done? So now I guess Ethan can't see me number's comments unless he looks at this stream screen. For saying shut up. $57,507. A few empty seats there. Good defensive mark from Sarong. Largest crowd Gokkas I've ever played in front of. Is it actually? You're telling me no one's beaten 60k against Gold Coast at the MCG? I guess they got to play the MCG to actually get that, but I feel like a club like Collingwood or Richmond could sell out 60k, even against Gold Coast, right? I mean, Collingwood could sell out the entire MCG, but I mean, like against Gold Coast, they could definitely do it, couldn't they? Richmond maybe not now, but like they've also got a lot of members anyway, even before their flags. But obviously right now their football ain't exactly attractive. They're lucky to get 40k against Gold Coast at the MCG. We need Gold Coast to play more MCG games to test this theory. If Gold Coast make the prelim, that's at least 80k. Goal for Voss. 12:37 on the clock. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a very good finish. Gold Coast aren't playing well at all at the moment though, since their goal in this quarter. They've been all over the place. not getting any opportunities. If Gold Coast played the MCG more often, I think they'd do a few more games with more than that. Here come the Suns. I mean, yeah, if the Suns lose this, it's all their fault. They're the ones that are missing the shots. If they had been accurate in the third quarter, they would have been a decent amount clear at this point. This is all down to them. 13 behinds is glaring. Yeah, but they don't play the MCG enough. They need to play more there. And they definitely get some higher attendances. Mainly because of the other team, not because of them. But like, if they make the prelim, the Magpies are selling it out anyway. Maybe not selling out, but the Magpies are going to be all over it. Because for them, it's like one game off the grand final, right? And not all of them can go to the grand final. Behind for Freo. I feel like Gold Coast don't even play at the MCG that much. How often do they play their regular season? But I think even in regular season, I think if Collingwood played Gold Coast at the MCG, it's definitely beating 60. It's not going to be a sellout. But I'm mainly talking about like the opposition fans and not Gold Coast themselves. Like they're not going to sell out that much, but with the right opponents, they might. Or like a round one game, you know, first home game of the season. Exactly 10 minutes to go on the clock. Mac Andrews survived there. In 2019 when the Giants played Pies. Yeah, but they hit 80k, right? I reckon they could do that against Gold Coast. Advantage to the Suns. Freo escape for now. As soon as Gold Coast attack, they can't do anything. Oh, Freo messed it up. They've gone backwards. They wasted their time. They could have easily countered. Oh, here we go. Gold Coast almost. Freo panicking completely now. How has that led to nothing for Gold Coast? Oh my days. Frederick Mark, other side of the field. Tracy Mark. It's moments like that that decide these games. Gold Coast can't do anything going forward. And then Freo mess up a counter. They go completely backwards, give it away, but Gold Coast still can't take advantage. Freo finally break away and they get an easy mark. Gold Coast committed too many forward. Goal Freo. This is a very good loss. What's the time on the clock? 7:24. Alright, be right back. I need the toilet again. Shock.
Look, Gold Coast haven't done much since the goal they scored at the start of this quarter. They also should have been 5 goals clear in the third. They should have had more goals in the first quarter. But that's all on them. They missed the opportunities. If they lose this, it's all on them. Power did well there. Five, big mark. The hero at 5. It's a behind. It's a draw. So now, neither team needs a goal to win this game. I think Freo win this because like Gold Coast don't look like scoring at all. Like Freo are doing more of the attacking. Gold Coast aren't doing any of it. When they actually get to attack, they don't do anything inside 50. PS big mark. Big kick there. Oh, another big kick. Freo are on fire right now. What a mark, Jackson. 4 minutes to go. Freo could take the lead here. What a game this is, bro. What a game this is. Gold Coast, mate. Played better most of the game. Couldn't convert your chances. But when it really matters, Freo turned up, Gold Coast didn't. Unbelievable. Here we go. Freo leads. Trailing most of this game. Not as big a comeback as the Western Bulldogs won a few years ago, but that game they were behind most of it, obviously. Another game where they're behind most of it. They've gotten clear in elimination final. What a last quarter, bro. This last quarter is crazy. Yeah, you're right, Luke. What are your thoughts on the game? I feel like Gold Coast haven't done anything since they scored at the start of the quarter. I'm not sure why Ethan's stressed. He supports 16 teams. Ethan supports everybody except West Coast and Adelaide, so he should be happy for Freo winning. He supports Freo, doesn't he? They've just said that Ed Sheeran had a higher attendance than Gold Coast, Fremantle, but made it sound like a compliment when it actually sounds like a roast. Yeah, but Ethan likes both ends of the ladder. Here the whole time? What do you mean? You disappeared from half time till like until Freo scored, like halfway through the third quarter. I think Freo have won, but if they can manage to salvage a point from this ball up, then that's, that makes it done. Here come Gold Coast. They need to make it count now. 2:39 on the clock. Big defensive mark for Brennan Cox. All Fremantle got to do is just keep defending like that and they'll be fine. The 6-point margin is dangerous though, of course.
we've been talking about extra time all this time. If Gold Coast get a goal, I think we're getting that because I don't think there'll be another score if Gold Coast get a goal. 2 minutes is a lot of time for goals, but like in a game like this, I think there's one more goal in it. I could be wrong, but a game like this, one more goal is. Here come Gold Coast inside 50 with the mark. Oh, McAndrew. I was literally just praising Frio's defending. They let him just. He just went free there. He could still miss. I don't trust him. I don't trust anybody in finals, to be fair, when they kick. It's level. 1:13 on the clock. This is next score wins. This is next score wins. This centre bounce, this next centre bounce is very important. Otherwise, extra time. What a game this is, bro. This is easily game of the round. It's only been 4 games to choose from, but like, this game started so slow in terms of scoring anyway. I feel like what was missing from the start of the game was goals. I feel like everything else was okay. But in terms of goal scoring, it was so slow. But now, this game is just insane. Here come Gold Coast. Free kick to Gold Coast. 45 seconds left. Yeah, definitely Speedy Dragon. Yeah, it will be extra time. I think if it's out on the full, yes, there'll be like 15 seconds left maybe, but Freo just had to avoid conceding it behind or anything. Just had to clear it. David Swallow. It's a goal! 9 seconds on the clock. Bro! So I sometimes take a photo of the scoreboard when I see a crazy game. Just for my own safekeeping. 9 seconds. How many seconds did St Kilda have against Melbourne? It was like 12, right? Now Ethan is there. He did say yes, yes plus. Right before Mars said Suns win. Damien Hardwick is a flippin' legend, you know. He already was. He already was what he did at Richmond, but to get Gold Coast in the 8 and to get him a finals win. Damien Hardwick, my friend. What a guy. It's a score review. Doesn't matter, it's a score anyway. It was touched. Why is me number laughing? You're on the other side of the field, mate. You can't get down there in 9 seconds. Well, why is me number laughing? you got more, you have to go the whole field instead of half of it. Bro, I don't know why meme number started laughing. That made no sense, mate. If it was a goal, you would have been in the centre and you would have had a chance to like get a mark inside 50 and equalise, go to extra time. But because it was a behind, it helped Gold Coast. And the meme number started laughing. Oh my days. That was insane. Yeah, it is a big choke from Gold Coast. Sorry, from Fremantle. Gold Coast, I think, dominated the entire game, and they would have choked if they lost. Like, that would have been a choke. But Fremantle, considering the position they had, the fact they lost it from there, 6 points of what, a minute left? That's insane. Meme numbers, 2 teams have both lost on the same day. The Giants and Freo. He supports both of them, and they both lost on the same day against teams that had never won at their grounds against them. Yeah, Gold Coast were a better team most of that game. But because they missed a lot of shots, they still could have lost. The ending was basically like them reclaiming what they should have got. Because in the third quarter, they should have been far ahead. First quarter, they should have got more goals. They still get their rewards. Well, we got a Q-Clash semi. Surely they can't beat Brisbane away, right? But we'll see. When the video comes out, well, if you keep watching, doesn't it show it on the screen? Oh my days. Alright, so hopefully I'll get videos out for you Monday onwards. Tipping video for Sir Davidoff channel. I'll go through the tips from week 1 as well. I got 2 out of 4. I got not Brisbane. I got Collingwood and Hawthorn correct. I tipped Brisbane and Fremantle. And I'll do a prediction video on my personal channel. And on this channel, Just Stupid Idiots, I believe, yes. So next stream will be Friday night, Adelaide v Hawthorn. I will not be streaming Saturday next week because I'm going to the Arsenal game. Unfortunately, it's at the one time where it would clash with AFL, because literally there's a lunchtime kickoff, there's 3 p.m. kickoff, there's 5:30 kickoff, and then there's Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, that's irrelevant anyway, and there's Monday night. The one time slot, sometimes Friday night as well, the one Premier League time slot that clashes with AFL is the it's just like, damn it. Yeah, but literally the game will be at like 10:30, I believe, a.m. For me on Saturday, and I'm going to the Arsenal game. It starts at 12:30, and I'd get there like an hour before anyway. So if at most I'll be able to watch the first quarter, but I'm not gonna go live for one quarter. I might still watch it though on my phone or whatever. So yeah, I'll just be streaming Friday night. I'm grateful that Hawthorn are the Friday night game. I know we might lose, but even if we lose, I'm still grateful that I got to watch the Hawthorn finals game at least. That's the one I actually didn't miss, which is great. Prelims will not be an issue. The second prelim, I'd have to wake up on time, like today. Hopefully earlier. Hello Game Geek, how you doing? Yes, Q-Clash semi-final indeed. But yeah, I should stream both prelims, but yeah, the prelims will be the last streams regarding AFL. There'll be a grand final preview after it, but I mean, like, the grand final I'm not streaming this year for the first time since 2018 because I'm going to go into London, into central London, into the city, because there'll be a few bars in London that will show the grand final. The most popular one is Clapham Grand, where they show on a big projector in a nightclub. So I want to experience the grand final with other people in person. So I think this year is a good year to do it, even if it's Geelong v Collingwood. But yeah, I look forward to sharing that with you. There will be a vlog on that on my personal channel. So look out for it, either Sunday or Monday. Depends how tired I am on Sunday. You never know, could be hungover as well. But yeah, Big Footy has crashed.
Geelong was the home team that won. Yeah. I tipped 3 away teams. I just tipped the wrong 3 away teams. Should have tipped Geelong and Gold Coast. Oh look, he's blaming the umpires again, acting like Freo didn't get like 4 free kicks that were not free kicks. And the fact that Gold Coast got 25 scores. You're lucky they didn't win by like 30 points, mate. It was the Freo players that wanted Gold Coast to win, mate. You didn't defend well enough throughout the game. Blaming the umpires again. Flip's sake. They have double your behinds, mates. Yeah, you're lucky it's only 1 point. Bro, Freo got like 4 free kicks that were not free kicks, so I don't know what you're talking about. Free dogs are more accurate. Yeah. Of course, mate. You can have the more accurate trophy. Well, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. It's going to be a crazy semi-final next week. There is that 5 being chaired off. I don't know why Meme Number's waiting for the video tomorrow. You can just watch it right now. I'm going to see if the update graphic is available, that I can just update it right now. Latest news. It's there, but they haven't posted the picture. It doesn't show the picture. Oh well. It could update though. If I go on the previous games one. No, it doesn't update. Yeah, never mind. He can't see it through his tears of anger. Welcome, Gwen Wars. I didn't realise you arrived. Well, best game of final so far. Might be hard to beat that game, but there's some potential really good matchups. And I'm very excited to see how it all pans out. So yeah, I need the toilet anyway. I'm not going to go to the toilet, come back and still stream. So this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And goodbye. Yes, Collingwood v Geelong would beat this game quality-wise, but I kind of don't want that. I was kind of hoping one of them, if one of them won, one of them lost, that would have been great because it would have been like, oh, only one can make it to the grand final. I would have been happier then, and I wouldn't have minded seeing them play a prelim between each other. Hello Taylor, welcome. Yeah, what an epic final it was. But yeah, that is all from me. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'm sure Meme Number did not, but there's been a fun day today, and I look forward to next week. Tipping video will be out soon, but as you guys know, and I've said already, I'm going to tip the Hawks. So yeah, goodbye.